check the team actually before it started. So in Sync's team, we have two Rangers. One is playing with Miranda's Shot, with Wilding Defense, and Rand is playing Ranger Necromancer, and he has a Res. The other one is playing with Burning Arrow, Rapid Fire, so basically a Pew Pew Ranger. He has also Dodge, the skill, and Wilding Defense plus Olive Ale, so he can push a bit. They have two Warriors. One is playing with Wilding Axe, so this is a skill that allows you to remove one stance. It's going to be quite useful, I think. It's really interesting actually, this build. And the other one is more like a balanced team, as we've seen. So it's a classic heavy shock, classic dev armor, and they have one mel shot classic also. The Necromancer Assassin we've already seen with Brood of the Aggressor instead of Dark Pact. And they have this Mesmer with Psychic Instability actually. Yep, this one. So here we go. Let's hop into the game. Do they double run? Yes, they are double running here. Maybe this guy is also gonna double run. He was just checking if no one was splitting. So now he knows it. And there's a flag here. Yeah, they are a bit forced to flag because they are the flag on the ranger, and now the red team has the flag advantage because red team flagged first. So actually, oh wow, he lost a bit of time here because he flagged in second. Let's go. Let's look at the main team, see what happens, and how the pressure is done. So actually, I don't have like a lot of faith into the two ranger things, but since they're like, well, I don't know, no shield Gorzans and stuff, maybe it's gonna work out quite well. Let's see. So they are taking a bunch of pressure. They are playing the choke here. That's not a good idea. Definitely, they need to get out of this and try to spread here or spread there, but definitely not here. Right now, I think this positioning is quite bad. They need to push up a bit. Okay. So now this is already better. They decided to send the ranger. I think this is a mail shot one, probably, to try to delay the flag from here. Yeah, nice. Okay. So mail shot landed. Unfortunately, this guy doesn't have Tron gun since it's banned. So so he won't be able to stay for too long. He still tries though, and he asked for his aide to come to help him. It seems like it's fine to send the aides. He's still not taking too much pressure, but definitely it's gonna be worse if he doesn't back right now. So he needs to back off. But it seems like quite fine actually. Probably gonna try to push as much as he wants, but he will need the help of his third monk definitely to make something happen. More than that, the two rangers have Wilding defense though. It's quite strong, I think, against a balanced team. It lasts for a really long period of time. And they have those two warriors. They won't be able to do a lot against those rangers. So why not? This guy is probably gonna try to gain the flag advantage as much as he can. He's gonna ask for the heals of his monks. He's a bit overextended though. Too overextended. I think this monk should have been aware that this guy was overextended, and maybe there was a problem with the communication and stuff. Anyway, it fucked up, so I'm sorry for them. Necromancer was there, monk wasn't needed here. Okay, so let's see what happens in split actually. So they decide to push with the warrior and the ranger against this necromancer, but this guy here, ritualist, is ready to be in place to help this necromancer. Also, we have to remember that this guy has glimmering light, so he's gonna have an hard time though. Here again, it's a mess up, definitely. This guy shouldn't have died. This guy should have pushed, I mean, faster probably. So it was definitely, he made a wrong choice, I think, twice. So now they aren't even able to res this guy. Maybe they're just gonna let him base res. And he can't even take the flag actually. So right now I think the best option for them would be to hold the flag for 40 seconds so they can't flag back, and so this warrior here can't actually take the flag. they haven't done it, but they should definitely have done it because it would have been a 7v8, and if they wanted the warrior to come, then the warrior wouldn't have been able to run a flag and they would have lost way more time. So definitely, I think that's a mistake here. They didn't really calculate it that the warrior was gonna base res. This ranger is still pushing. He has to take care though because he has the glimmering on him and he has also this necromancer there. Definitely the third monk here has to push, but it seems like they are taking a bunch of pressure in main team also, so it might be quite hard. Okay, definitely now they don't do the same mistake again. Wow. Yeah, actually this is quite strange because they are taking a bunch of pressure, even though the warrior, the necromancer wasn't even there. But right now it's gonna be even worse. I expect HDHR to have like a really hard time actually. I'm a bit surprised. I'm just gonna check. Whoop. Okay, so stream was yeah, maybe I've lost some images because the stream was running in a window. Right now it's over, so now it's gonna be better. Okay, so right now it seems like the situation has changed a bit. They are taking a bit of pressure, not too much, I think. It seems fine actually. Let's see. Okay, so he decided to put a spirit there probably, trying to be a bit of tough range and be ready to help his necromancer if this ranger wants to push for it. Definitely here. This guy had AOS. They're still taking a bit of pressure right now. Wow, actually that's quite a lot of pressure. uh, but the necromancer isn't even there, so okay, seems fine now. Probably a good thing would be to try to do the same thing as they did before. Try to push for this necromancer, try to delay him a bit, ask for this monk to help him, even though we've seen that they had some troubles because even when the necromancer wasn't there, they have now time. This guy in fact decides to not flag immediately. What they want is to put as much pressure as he can during the 40 seconds that are remaining. And I think that's a good choice actually. And now this guy is gonna run another flag, so it's gonna be for, it depends if the necromancer here decides to run a flag immediately or not. Seems like he's gonna just stay for a bit and now decides to run a flag. Okay, so for the moment, for the team still have the flag advantage, definitely. They should try to push there. Maybe they're gonna try to do this. Yes, definitely. Okay, they decide to push with this warrior and with the ranger. I think only warrior is not efficient at all. Definitely the ranger should try to push with him, but then they need the help of their monks to do something. Actually, yeah. And actually here, as you can see, the warrior went through totally free to go for this flag. Maybe Arclight hasn't paid attention, I haven't really seen where he was at that moment, but it's not supposed to be that easy to go through the whole front line and try to push like this. He was full health when he was on the flag, and it's definitely not something that is supposed to happen. Now they're taking a bit of pressure there. Wow. Darkest Cape has been removed, and this is the kill. Will they be able to do something of it? So amongst others, I think it sounds like the end of the game already. Tacteris sounds like the end of the game. They definitely need to make something happen to at least res one monk, else they're just gonna be like extremely screwed. Here Sync tries his best, maybe not using shock immediately would have been better and try to use the shock when this pact was getting launched, so we could maybe have ripped it by some luck and stuff and gained some time because of it. Actually, so it did not happen. Here he dodged the mail shot actually without moving, so that's nice. Okay, he used Rand. If they manage to Yeah. Okay, so Balance's 10 is out. Wow, they are fucking up a bit there. I'm pretty sure. Okay, nice. Finally, they got the kill, so they've been extremely sad. Um, this guy has been arrested, it seems. Okay, and now they won't be able, I think, to end in 30 seconds. If this guy managed to stay alive a bit more time, then definitely they have a chance to come back at 10 minutes. Okay, is it gonna happen? Anyway, blue team is like in an extremely bad spot, but still, at least it's not over. So now monks are gonna res in 5 seconds. This guy wants to be near the shrine just to make sure that he doesn't die and get kills after time. Now they don't have the time to kill the guild, but still they're in super good spot because they have the control over those doors here. Also, yeah, they should definitely try to spread here as the red team and not playing this choke point here. But now they have the wall control. Just that this guy here as a warrior, well, I don't really know if it's worth it actually, because yeah, he won't do much in split. He's just gonna die. They can send anything they want, and he's just gonna die from it. So I don't really know if this split warrior is worth it. They decided to send also the ranger. Definitely, they should send at least the necromancer and probably the flagger also. They need to respond with that. If they only send like the flagger, I mean it's 2v1, then you have more offense here, but it's definitely not gonna be a good choice because the flagger can be easily like killed by a warrior and a ranger, and same goes for the necromancer. Actually, if the necromancer stays here, it's fine. He's still in a bad spot though, because if this guy manages to cripple him and stuff, then the warrior can just come to him and kill him. But he needs the not the monk, but the flagger, definitely. That's what I meant actually. I'm just so used to see monk flaggers everywhere that when I talk about the monk flagger, I'm thinking about the flagger actually. So yeah, definitely he came back a bit late maybe. I don't really think it was worse to stay in base like this since they didn't really had a lot of damages. Only the pressure of the knights, but they can play a bit defensive, and they are also one ranger and two warriors. So I think it's totally endable by two monks. Now they have to take care because there is a collapse coming. So let's see what they can do. What is Singh doing there? Okay, at least he dodged it. He definitely needs to go near his ritualist actually. They want to play extremely aggressive right now, I think. This guy is nearly dead here, while in defense though, so it's like 20 seconds of nearly full block. Definitely they can kill him easily right now. The monks aren't in range, didn't react quickly enough, so that's quite a mistake, and he died at 12 minutes, so definitely huge for them. Now they only want to res him with the mesmer with this pact, so definitely they're gonna try their best just to avoid this situation. The only thing he can do is just go like this, and maybe the prot monk could try to go here and put an Aegis when he wants to. Yeah, so Aegis plus Aura to avoid the shock. So now they are sure that this guy has been res, and that's cool. Also, Aegis only doesn't really work. I mean, it works in most of the situation, but if a warrior has shock, shock goes through Aegis, so definitely you can still kill someone and avoid him to use his Despect. Now this guy still have res. He's resing this guy though. This is like quite a meta, I think, for now for the blue team. They are trying their best, but it's really in a bad spot. Actually, the positioning right now doesn't seem too bad to me since they are really not close to each other. And for example, as long as they manage to keep this guy alive, it's fine. But we have to remember that they have rend, they have stance removals, even though it doesn't change a lot on this guy here. But definitely it takes a lot of pressure. Everyone is just like dying, and this is a total mess. This is like a total mess. And now we have only this ranger and this necromancer that decide to do the miracle run and try to split. There are no response to that. I don't really understand why. They'll probably be able to like clear the wall box if they want to. During the time this guy comes, and even when he comes, definitely they can kill him easily. So he has to take care like a lot. Right now it's just a gambling. If the red team manage to kill those guys, the blue team, fast enough, then definitely it's fine. But if they don't, then they're gonna have an hard time. So now Ritualist is there. Maybe they can try to kill him. I don't know yet. This guy is still glimmering, so it can be quite hard. And they decided to send the Necromancer back. I think they should have maybe done that earlier, or maybe just send the Ritualist to temporize a bit, wait for 30 seconds or something, and then send the Necromancer back just to make sure that they can also put some pressure in the main team with the Necromancer. But definitely, I think this is that was some unnecessary risky play. Definitely, they should have just sent the Ritualist immediately and the Necromancer, and it would have been fine in main. I'm pretty sure. Considering the DP the blue team has, I don't really think the blue team would have been able to handle even 4 damage at that time. So they decided to go for the risky play. It paid off, but still, I don't really think it was the best option. So right now they won the first match, so that's quite good for them. At least I hope, except if everyone DCs right now. But yeah, definitely they won the first match. Nice, GG.